Huh.
Hello there. There's a video going around right now, a series of videos uh, that people are saying, the 5 things that I want in my shaved in. And I'm not slamming on that or anything like that. It's cool to see what everybody is looking forward to and things like that. So I'm in no way uh, saying any of that is wrong or in any way denigrating that. But I kind of want to give you my take on that. And what it is that I really find it hard. I have been blessed so much that I really find it hard to stand in front of a camera and say, well, I want this and I want this and I want that and I want this other thing over here. And, I've been blessed so much in the shaving community and with wet shaving in general that I can't really do that. I just can't. There's a lot of things I'd like to have, but there's always going to be something I want. And I just can't bring myself to stand in front of a camera and say, well, I want this, this, and this. And, I know people asked, but you know what? I am so blessed that I'm going to do it a bit differently. Instead of posting the 5 things that I want in my den, I'm going to post 5 things, and there's a lot more than just 5, but I'm going to post 5 things that I'm happy about in wet shaving, 5 things that have blessed me in wet shaving. Now, the first thing is actually finding traditional wet shaving. That's number 1, because I spent years with disposable razors and cart razors and electric razors, and I started out on a DE in the 70s, but I left that for an electric razor and then the carts and everything like that. That's what everybody was doing, and I spent years and years with those, and they never gave me the shave that I had in the beginning. So I'm thankful to have come full circle back into wet shaving, traditional wet shaving, because it's made such a difference in my outlook on shaving. It's made a difference in, how my face feels even every day, and so I'm so grateful to have discovered or rediscovered wet shaving. And along the same lines, number 2, I'm thankful for the community of wet shavers, for finding the community that's out there. There are so many wonderful, wonderful people, really upstanding and outstanding people of great character and great dignity and great generosity and in the wet shaving community. And I'm so blessed just to be part of this community and to partake of it and share with it in what way that I can. It's the reason that I do the videos is I want other guys to come into this community and find what I've found, find that this group of men and some women as well that are just outstanding persons and to experience the joy of having a pleasurable experience shaving the hairs off of my face and all of that. I want guys to learn to love shaving again, or for the first time in their life. So I'm so thankful, number 1, for finding wet shaving, and then finding the wet shaving community has been incredible. Number 3, I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed for the mentors that I have found in wet shaving. When I first started wet shaving and I first came into the shaving forums, there was one person in particular, and I'm not going to mention his name, but he knows who it is that he is, or he should by now. And he sort of took me under my wing from a distance but he introduced me to good soaps and creams and a nice brush, and he's got a lot of knowledge of wet shaving. If there was just a personal kind of, he kind of took like a personal interest in me, and he saw what he saw in me. I don't know, but he saw someone that he wanted to kind of bless a bit, and he's just been a real blessing to me, because he doesn't really, we never physically met or anything like that, but he reached out at the very beginning and saw whatever he saw, and he wanted to encourage me in my journey on the wet shaving, and to kind of give me a direction to go in, to kind of begin experimenting and discovering all the different wonderful things that we have out here in this thing that we're doing. And I really appreciate that. There are a couple of other guys that people reach out privately, and they say, well, I see you mentioned this, would you like to try it, that kind of stuff, and they will send me things. But also, it's people that I know have a lot of experience in certain areas of wet shaving, and I can write them a PM and say, hey, what do you think about this, or how do you think I should go here, or what's your experience in this area? And they are cordial and friendly and encouraging, and they write back and they say, well, they tell me their experiences and give good advice, and it's just it's wonderful. You new guys, you need to understand that there are guys in this community that are looking for somebody new, so that they can encourage them and lift them up and help them on their journey in wet shaving in small ways or large ways. But you need to understand that even the little ways are of great benefit to you when you don't know a whole lot of anything. And you ought to value those people that take time out of their life to even just to shoot you a tiny little PM and help you on your way in this journey. So finding wet shaving, finding the community of wet shavers, the mentors that I have known, and then I'm so grateful and so blessed to have discovered the straight razor. The straight razor's got a lot of mystery surrounding it, and people think, oh, it's so deadly, and I'm so scared of it. And I was cautious about it too. It's an old type of shaving that people don't do anymore, and it developed the name cutthroat razor, and everybody's scared to death of it. It's the ultimate tool to shave hair off your face, in my opinion. There's nothing. I like all the other stuff, but there is absolutely nothing that beats a good straight razor on your face, in my opinion. So I'm thankful for finding the straights, particularly this one here was my father-in-law's, and I'm so thankful to have it and so grateful to have it. And then I'm thankful for vintage razors of all kinds. If I was to have come into this thing and thought, well, I have to buy new. If I didn't know that there were so many great vintage razors out there, the only thing I would have is things like Cadets and Maggards, and I'm not saying any of those are bad razors. They're wonderful razors, but I'll never see an Icon. I can't pay or a Feather ASD2 or anything like. I can't pay $150, $200. I can't pay $80 for a razor like a Weber or whatever. I can't afford it. So I would be stuck with good quality razors, but they would never be anything other than the lower end or the mid-grade end of DE razors and stuff like that. I certainly would never have been able to afford a brand new straight unless I could have got with Billy T or Anthony or the other fella that bought all of Billy's inventory out and whatever, and got a gold dollar or something like that. I'd have never got a vintage razor, but my father-in-law This Lady Gillette. This was his as well. Just lovely, lovely razor. Whether I don't care if it's a Lady Gillette. I'm gonna give a rat's hind end. This is an awesome razor. You know, and I got a Super Speed, and I've got the Schick Krona. I've got my Slim and my Super Adjustable, and things like the G-Bar and 1912 and 1924, and just so many wonderful, well-crafted and well-made razors, DEs, straights, whatever, SEs, and they're really high quality. They've lasted decades, you know, and I get to shave with them, and they're cheap. Now, they're going up, and that's going to happen, but I get to shave with them. They're cheap, and I can afford them, and they're just as good as 3/4 of the new stuff that's coming out. They're just, and a lot of times, in my opinion, they're better than half the new stuff that's out there. So I'm so thankful for this community and for these things. And this is just 5 things. There's a bunch more I could bring up. But I'm so thankful for this community and for wet shaving in general, for the people and for the things that I've been blessed with in this community, that I can't stand here and say I want this and this and this, and I can't do it. I can't. You know, I'm so grateful for what I've already got. And so that's my take on it. You know, take it as you will. It's not a shot at anybody. It's just, this is, you know, I see these videos, and I keep thinking, well, somebody's gonna call me out or pick me here. And what do? Well, because I really don't think I could stand here and say, well, I'd like to have this and I'd like to have that. I know people are interested, and they want to know, you know, hey, what do I consider? Part of it might be they want to know, what do you consider the next step in your journey, or what do you consider something of high quality that you don't already have, or whatever. And like I said, not knocking any of that. I just can't stand here and say I want this, 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 and this. I've been blessed so much. And I want to thank each and every person that's a part of my channel, that's a part of this community that I've interacted with, that has been just outstanding, wonderful people. I really, really value and cherish you all, and I thank you so much for being a part of this community. All right. God bless you. Later.
Huh.